Well, Cowboy Jim, boy, this is getting ready to be a very interesting night, and I'm kind of looking forward to it being over. At the same time, I'm kind of glad that we've gotten it started. Well, it's about 3 hours or four since, at least four, since the lights went out here in the skies and become dark. And I looked at the last video I did, 2021, wasn't very kind to me. Well, it wasn't obligated to be kind to me. My job is to kind of acclimate myself, roll with the punches, and if I had rolled with that one punch back, I probably wouldn't have had that one single rib broken by that character. But nonetheless, it is what it is, and it is not going to change. At least what has already happened is not going to change. Perhaps historically, we'll be able to look back and say, well, at least we understood in hindsight what was going on, and I'm telling you, I hope that takes place. See, I I had a very, 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 very interesting, mind expanding. I grew up in the 60s. Uh, T3s, major, major, major surgery, 8 days in ICU, left arm broken, shoulder to elbow, little crack, uh, 8 ribs, ruptured spleen, uh, wrecked my nose, my sense of humor. Well, it was just gone. And they put me on morphine. And I'll tell you, that's not bad crap. I mean, it really isn't. I mean, if you're really hurting, it's pretty good. T3s, they're my go to if I have a broken bone. Perks not on your blessed life. That's a mind expanding thing. And I took one of those one day. I'm not sure, it may have been, anyway, some little surgery. When you live a proactive life, you live a life that you're jamming it with as full with as much as you can stuff in every hour of every day. You're going to find some weak parts in the body, and they may not in actual fact be weak, but they may not be able to stand up to the stresses of time. And when you get off a horse as many times as I've gotten off a horse, children, you're going to find those weakened places. It's not age ravaged, okay? Well, I don't think so. It just is like gravity, brevity, time, space, all those things. So you get hurt a little. That's what people do when they ride horses. They get hurt a little. And I had a real good friend, Dan from Madden, and his favorite saying, it seemed, was, well, it's a long way from your heart. It probably won't kill you. And that's an awful lot like what we go through today. This is the last night, thank God in heaven. Oh, I had enough of this 2021 crap, but let me tell you. And I lived through it. I think that's pretty remarkable. Sense of humor is still somewhat intact. Dodge isn't running right now. I'm sure it will start tomorrow morning. Or I'll call AMA. Oh, I'm sure it'll start. So, I think this is 197th video. Hey, this is very important to me. I don't care how many there are. I care if one person, just one person, was helped, just one. And I'd like to, I would hope that a lot more than just one person was helped by my inability to choose words correctly. No, but by my heartfelt concern and compassion for you. If you are watching this in 12.5 minutes, my condolences to you. That means you're not out and about. I don't know if you would like to be out and about. If I had a choice, I do have a choice. No. When I laugh about something, I truly enjoy the spontaneity of laughter if it is something that I understand. To laugh at something just because a bunch of people are laughing or talk about something that is not important to me at all because a bunch of people believe it is. And I won't disparage people. If one that I loved wanted to talk, I wouldn't care what it was she was wanting to talk about. I'd be all ears. I mean, I'd be all over that. Here, I can only shout out to you. Some people say, give a shout out to you. I understand that. I'm not sure about saying, well, I'm down with that. Well, to each their own. But I have a goal. Oh, Martin Luther King. I have a dream. I've said that a couple of times. Listen, man had a dream about unity in God, unity in peace, unity in the color of blood, our blood. Skin's a little different. That's only dependent upon how much color pigment is in the skin. It's all called the same color pigment. Some have more, some have less. But you know, we have a choice. And the choice is this: we can live our lives beyond the limitations that others have placed upon us. We can live our lives beyond the limitations that we grew up through. And yes, children, we can live our lives beyond the history behind our names, our families, our backgrounds, our ancestry, our physical condition. And for some weird and wonderful reason, just comes to my mind, a little girl by the name of April. I met her in the hospital when I was in getting x-rays after that abuser broke my rib back in June. And that little lady, she had a real problem going on, and horrifying problem. And it was not her fault. And I watched her, and I watched her. She was sitting across from me a little bit, and she got up. And she moved over, not close to me, but she moved over to another chair, and she barely got seated, and she moved to another chair, and to another chair, and to another chair, and that was because the pain, the magnitude of pain that that lady was in. She was a child, and but the pain that she was in was truly, remarkably unbelievable. I have been hurt over the years. I I I I handle pain in a better manner than some. I still wouldn't want to birth a child. Let me tell you that. I'm not stupid. I haven't seen that. I don't want to see that. I've birthed quite a few uh, uh, colts and fillies, little horses, no cows, thank God. Listen, you have been given an opportunity to breathe, to function within the parameters that in part have been set for you, but in part that you have allowed, assumed that that's the best you can do. And it's not. It's not. I don't care where you are, child. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you have done. Reach for the sky. Like, reach. Reach beyond your greatest hope, your greatest dream. Set your goals so high that they are just about totally unattainable, beyond common sense. Reach for everything you can and accept where you get in life is where you are. Be satisfied. Be content. And not with complacency, not with mediocrity. No. Be content with the understanding that you have done your very best. Nothing brings me more, that's a stupid thing to say. One of the things that brings me great pleasure in my life that I have experienced recently is doing the best day's work that I could. Two, saying something, somehow, that would just touch a heart. You can tell if you've touched a heart. You can. I usually can. Because I can usually tell when I have just really disenchanted someone, children. Oh. Correspondingly, I can tell when a person's heart has been touched. My prayer is that your heart is touched. I'm going to ponder. This would be 197, I believe. Doesn't matter. But you may not get to see these tonight. And actually, in all honesty, I hope you don't. I hope you're encompassed with a bunch of good friends who love you, care for you, know you, recognize you, aren't afraid to speak to you. People, I have such good friends as that. Okay? Oh, I probably have more than you might think. More than I might think. More than I might think. God bless you. I hope that next year is going to be much, much better than this year. It is my prayer that you will survive. That this night there will be no tears. No tears. None. Okay? Optimism. Prayerful optimism in tomorrow. Okay? God bless. Say, don't go away. I'm coming right back. Okay? Ready?